process of winemaking might look complicated at first, but it's really not too bad once you get the hang of it. You simply plant some grapevines, wait for them to grow, harvest the grapes when they're ready, maybe put the grapes into storage and age them for a few seasons so that when you eventually turn them into wine, you'll have a nice aged wine right off the bat. And eventually you'll send the grapes to the crush pad to be broken up and turned into nice fine wine. You want to make sure you crush them up real good to make sure you squeeze out all the delicious wine that's sitting right inside those grapes. And then when you're done, you just have to get yourself a nice glass of wine. And now you have a glass of wine that will be the envy of all your peers. Cheers! A little tart. Well, alright then, before we dive into a game playthrough, let me yak a bit about one of the more genuinely cool game designers around. Several years ago, a fellow by the name of Jamie Stegmaier designed his own board game and decided he would look into self-publishing it. So he did a whole ton of research. He co-founded a board game publishing company called Stonemaier Games, and he would ultimately successfully kickstart his first game called Viticulture, the strategic game of winemaking. Now, Jamie and Stonemaier Games would go on to have a lot of success in the following years, with several very popular board games being designed and published. But Jamie would not just hoard all his knowledge to himself. Rather, he very generously took the time to share everything he learned about Kickstarter and crowdfunding, and started up a blog for fellow creators and artists who were looking at that option. In fact, Jamie would go on to write the book on crowdfunding, quite literally. He's somebody who's extremely generous with his time and with his knowledge, and it's one of those things where the more you dive into a hobby and you start to look behind the curtain of the industry, you become actually pretty disheartened by the amount of negative stuff that's going on in the background, the kind of nasty things people are doing, and sort of the shady backroom dealings that are happening. However, Jamie Stegmaier is one of the truly good and kind people in the industry. And if you're a creator or an artist and you're even considering trying to crowdfund something, you need to check out Jamie's blog, as well as another blog written by a fellow named James Matthey. Between the two of them, you will learn everything you could possibly need to know about Kickstarter and crowdfunding, and I'll provide both of those links to the blogs in the video description below. So today I'm going to do a solo playthrough of Viticulture. It's a game where 1 to 6 players work competitively to see who will create the most successful vineyard. Solo player rules are included in the game, and that's what I'll be doing today. I'm not going to do a rules overview, but you should get a feel for the game as I play through it. Just to note before I begin though, that I'll be playing the base game with an expansion called Tuscany, Expand the World of Viticulture, and I'm playing on earlier editions of the game. The one negative thing I have to say about it is that this being Jamie's first game design, he went through several different editions of the game over the years and changed each one slightly. So I think that the things that you'll be seeing in my game are available in the current edition of the game, but I'm not 100% sure if you're going to see things in my game that aren't currently available. In any case, I'm pretty sure that the current editions of both the Viticulture base game and the Tuscany expansion are currently available if this looks like a fun game and you want to pick up copies for yourself. So, on to the playthrough. Playing Viticulture is easy. You just take one of your workers, you put it on an action space on the board, you do that action. That's all you do. What can be a little overwhelming for first-time players, though, is learning how to take their blank vineyard and turn it into a production facility of fine wines. So I'm very briefly, before I begin play, going to go over the general steps that you need to take to go from your empty vineyard to filling a wine order. Sorry for jostling you up there. All right. So basically, the first thing you will want to do probably is draw some vine cards. These are what you're going to plant in your vineyard. The other thing you want to do is look at the vine cards you've drawn, see if they have any structure prerequisites in order to plant those vines. So in this case, we have a Sauvignon Blanc that requires irrigation. So the next spring action you might need to do is build a structure in order to pay money to build your irrigation. Then in the summertime, you're going to want to plant your vines. So there you go, you plant your vine cards there. And in the fall then you'll be ready to harvest a field. So I can turn this into a nice white grape collection. So I would add grapes to my crush pad when I harvest my vines. In the fall I can also make up to 2 wine tokens. So I can now take the grapes from my crush pad and turn them into a nice bottle of white wine. In the fall I might also draw some order cards to see what my customers are going to want, which specific wines they're looking for, and how many points and how much residual income those orders will give me. So come the winter then, I can go to the fill order space to then take wines from my cellar, deliver them to my customers, and get the victory points and the much needed residual income. So that's a very brief step-by-step of the process. Of course, that's a multi-turn process because I only begin the game with 3 workers. Alright, before I jump into my game here, I do want to mention that a couple of things you're looking at you will not see in a retail version of this game. First of all, the wine tokens I have are customized for my game. I've added sort of white tokens for white wine, red for red wine. I've got my blush tokens and I have my sparkling wine tokens here. The standard game only has the white tokens to represent all the different kinds of grapes. So I just wanted to have a bit of visual differentiation between my types of wines basically. So I've added those. The metal coins here, really thick, lovely, chunky coins, I don't think are available in the retail game. I believe they come with cardboard coins. And what else? The cows here I've added just for my solo game. I don't believe you would see in the retail version. And of course what I'm using here is the, what's it called? The Tuscany expansion of the game. So, I'm pretty much set to begin the first playthrough. As a solo game, what I have to do is try to surpass the Automa player is what they call it. I'm just going to call my imaginary opponent Mort, I think. So I need to beat Mort in victory points here at the end of 7 years. So I only have 7 years to do as much as I possibly can. Alright, now we're ready to begin playing. I'm playing with the Mamas and Papas expansion. That's part of the Tuscany expansion. So I've drawn Nicole, which lets me start with 2 coins and 2 regular workers, as well as 1 vine card, which is a Pinot that requires a trellis to plant it. And it gives me a summer visitor card, which is the advanced uncertified teacher, lose a victory point to train a worker. Now Joel lets me start with 4 coins and the grande worker, and either a medium seller or 3 coins, and I'm definitely starting with the medium seller here. So now we're set to go. I'm going to take my rooster and I'm going to take number 7 as the year to begin with. Since I only started the game with 3 workers, having an extra worker this year is going to be very helpful, I think. So starting off in the spring, let's see what spaces that Mort blocks. There are no spring spaces on the cards, so nothing is blocked for me for the springtime. So I'm going to go ahead and build a structure. I'm going to spend 5 coins to build a windmill. The windmill says when I plant a vine, I gain a victory point, but only 1 victory point per year can be gained in that way. So over time, as I build up my vineyard, hopefully that's going to gain me some points. Now, that's all I'm going to do for springtime, I think. Let's go on to summer. So I'm finished in the spring. So my bonus worker is available to me now. The Atoma player, Mort, is going to block the plant a vine spot. So Mort takes a worker and blocks the plant vines. Which is fine. I can't plant my Pinot without the trellis anyways. So what I actually want to do, with money being so tight right at the beginning of the game, I'd like to take my new worker and flip a property. Now since I'm playing here, my bonus action is to gain a victory point. So I got my first point on the board and I get to flip a property. Now the question is exactly how much money I wish to gain by flipping a property. To build a trellis and irrigation costs a total of 5, so I'm going to go ahead and flip my 5 value property, and that's going to give me 5 coins. Let's see. Next up. So I think that's going to be it for my summer actions. So I advance to the fall. I get to pick a card to draw, and I think I'm going to choose another vine card, which is a Sangiovese, and it does not have any prerequisites in order to plant it, so that's going to be good. Now we see what spaces Mort blocks for the fall. There's no fall. Wait, that's a fall space. So the draw order card space is going to be blocked. So that's this one here. And, okay, I don't have fields to harvest, don't have wine to make. I could build a structure. I have the cash. So I could build my trellis in order to plant my vines next year. So that's what I'll do, is I'll send this worker here to build a structure. My bonus for this action space is to gain a coin, which is nice. So I'll spend 1 fewer coin when I build my trellis. So instead of spending 2, I'm spending 1 coin. And I have my trellis here, which means I'm ready to plant my vines next year. That's all I'm doing for fall. So we go on to the winter. The fill order space is blocked by Mort for the winter, but that's fine. With my Grande worker, I am going to play a blue card. My bonus here is to gain a coin again. And I'm playing my advanced uncertified teacher to lose my 1 victory point. And which I could have done. I could have gone negatives even if I didn't have that point, but I'm going to lose the 1 point I had in order to train a regular worker. So I have another worker available for me next year, which is super important. And that card's discarded. We have finished the end of the year. So we take back the workers. Mort gets his workers back. We get residual income if we had any, which I don't. I have to discard down to 7 cards if I had more than 7. And basically nothing happens for our end of year wrap up stuff. So now I have to choose another spot for my next year, and I can only choose spots that have these cows available, so I can't go back to this space again for the remainder of the game. I think I'm going to go to the spot that lets me draw another vine card, because that seems to be something that's important early in the game. So let's do that. Okay, let's see what space is blocked for springtime. No spring spaces are blocked. And I have 4 workers to use again, so I've got to use them wisely. Let's see what I want to do. Do I want to try to draw more cards? No. This year, what I'd like to do is plant my vines, probably harvest some fields, maybe turn them into grapes, and definitely hire another worker. So that's going to require my 4 workers right there. So I'm not going to do anything in the springtime. I still have $6. I could build my irrigation. So I could build a structure here, but if I wait till the fall to build the structure, I get the bonus coins. So I'm going to skip my spring actions, jump ahead to summer, get that other vine card in hand, which is a Chardonnay that requires, oh, here's the rub. Had I built my other structure, I could have planted my Chardonnay had I built my irrigation, but since I didn't, I can't plant that one this year. But that's fine. We can only plant at most 2 at a time, really. So let's see what action is blocked by Mort in the summertime. There are no summer spaces on that card, so this is great. I'm going to go ahead and plant. Normally 1 vine card, but my bonus spot here is 2 vine cards. So let's plant my Pinot and my Sangiovese together in my largest field. I have my trellis, so I'm able to do the Pinot. That's fine. I'm not going to do anything else for the summertime. So let's go to the fall. I get to draw a summer visitor card. A Fuselmaker. Each player may gain a 2-value grape on their crush pad. Okay, that's pretty decent. I have to wait till next year to play that card, however. So we are in the fall. Let's see what spaces are blocked. There are no fall spaces. I'm just getting super lucky. This is crazy. No spaces have been blocked for me at all this year, the way this is working out. So, what did I want to do in the fall? I definitely wanted to harvest a field. So let's go here. The +1 means I could harvest 2 fields. However, I only have 1 field planted at this point. Oh, and when I planted my vines, because of my windmill, I should have gotten a victory point. So I get to harvest my field. My 1+1 gives me a 2-value red grape, and my 1-value white grape. So now I have grapes in my crush pad. And I could then go ahead and turn them into wine tokens. Seems like a decent thing to do. I don't have anything. Oh, I wanted to build a structure. That's the other thing I wanted to do. So maybe I won't turn them into wine just yet. I was going to build the structure at a discount of a coin because of that bonus action spot, to build my irrigation at a cost of 2 instead of 3. So now I can plant anything I want to because I have both my trellis and my irrigation. And that finishes my fall actions. In winter I don't get a bonus here. Let's see what's blocked for the winter. Oh, 2 spaces are blocked for the winter after getting lucky for the first few seasons. So the 1 space I wanted to go to was blocked, to pay to train a worker. And the sell 1 wine tokens is blocked. However, fortunately for me, I have my grande worker who can go in the same space as another worker. So I can go here with my grande worker to train. Oh, pay for. Oh, I didn't save enough money though to train one of my special workers. That's unfortunate. Oh, but that space has a $1 bonus. What I don't know for sure is if my grande worker can use the bonus if somebody's already on that space. I'm going to err for my own benefit and assume that my grande worker is going to allow me to gain that $1 bonus so that I can train one of my special workers at a cost of 4 instead of 5. And you can all yell at me in the comments if I'm cheating in my own favor here. So, my 2 special workers I have in play are the Professore and the Mafioso. I'm going to go ahead and train the Professor so that when I place a professor, I may retrieve one of my regular workers from an action space on the board in the current season. That worker is available to be placed again this year. So it essentially gives me a bonus worker having the professor in play here. And that was it for my winter actions. So we have, let's retrieve our workers. Let's retrieve Mort's workers. And I don't have more than 7 cards. I have no residual income. I'm just going to pick my next year, and this time around, let's see what cards we can get. Let's go in this space to get a variety of cards. Oh yeah, I forgot, when I grab my cows here off of the board, I can use them to gain bonuses that are shown on the actions locations that I place my workers. So that's something that's always available to me that I have to remember. All right, so now we're into the springtime again. Let's see what spaces are blocked for the spring. We have 2 spaces blocked, the build structures and the star space. So build structures. These things I really need to start working on too, because the way the solo game works is my solo player Mort has stars on all these victory point spaces here. And if I don't start getting my own out here to block those, my opponent is going to end up with a whole bunch of victory points at the end of the game. So I really need to start thinking about blocking those. And in fact, I have a good idea. I'm going to place my Grande worker here, and I'm going to spend one of my cows to take this bonus in order to place 2 stars instead of 1. So that cow is removed from the game. I take 2 of my stars, and I'm going to place them both in, well, no, I'm going to place 1 in Pisa, which gives me a 2 coin. I'm going to place 1 in Stena, which gives me a 1 coin. So I get 3 coins from placing those 2 stars. Some much needed income comes from that, so that's good. I think that is all I'm going to do for the springtime. So let's move on to summer. I gain an order card, so something to work toward. A 9 value sparkling wine. Oh my gosh. That is literally the hardest wine to obtain in the whole game. But it provides 5 victory points and 2 residual income. So that's a long-term goal to work toward. And let's see what spaces are blocked for summer. The sell grapes or trade for 1 spot is blocked. That would be this one here. And what do I want to do in the summer? I want to plant another vine for sure. So I could plant up to 2 if I had to. I only have the 1. So let's plant my Chardonnay in my other field. I could plant it in the same field because I can get up to 7 value grapes from that field. The problem is, well, that's actually not a bad idea. It's more efficient to do it that way. So now that field is full, but I can harvest it all out with 1 harvest action. Do I want to also, yes, I want to also play my summer visitor card. So by going here I get the bonus coin. My professor also sends this worker back to my available supply. And I get to play my Fusel maker, which says that I may gain a 2 value grape on my crush pad. And if I'm working toward a sparkling wine, that requires 2 reds and a white to be mixed together. So let me get another red grape on there. Oh, at the end of last year I didn't age my grapes. So these should be up 1. The funny thing is about this game is not only do you get to age your wines every year, but you get to age your grapes, because, I mean, apparently grapes get better as the years go by. So whatever, it works for me. Anyway, so my summer visitor here gives me a 2-value red grape. Okay. That's all I wanted to do for summertime. So let's move on to fall. I get another summer visitor card, which is the importer. Draw 3 winter visitors. Okay. I'm skipping some of the text on these cards because they only apply if you're actually playing against actual opponents. So you sort of have to ignore that for the solo game. Alright, let's see what spaces are blocked for fall now. The harvest a field is blocked. Oh no. That's actually really bad news for me. Oh, and when I planted my Chardonnay, again, because of my windmill, I should have had a belt point. Still working backwards here. So my Grande worker has already been used to get stars on the board, which means that I cannot take my harvest field action, which is pretty unfortunate. So what I'll have to do instead is make up to 2 wine tokens. The +1 means I can make up to 3 wine tokens, which is nice because I have 3 tokens on the board. Although if I really do want to work toward that sparkling wine, I would have to combine them all together to make 1 wine token. It'd be a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 value, but I don't have my large cellar. I have to build a structure first. So how much does my large cellar cost? 6, and I only have 4 coins. What am I going to do about that? You know what I have to do? This is a bit crazy, but here's a space that's available anytime. You go here, you either gain a coin or gain a structure card. So I'm going to go here to gain a coin. Then I will go here to build a structure at a discount of 1. So with 5 coins, I can build a large cellar. Spend all my money on a large cellar. And now I only have 1 worker remaining to make my wine. So this becomes a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 value sparkling wine. Right there. Now I have no money and no grapes, which is not a great spot to be in, but that's what's happening. Which is, I really wanted to train my other special worker here, but I guess we'll have to hang on to that for another time. So winter, oh, I'm getting a structure card in the winter. Harvest machine. When you harvest a field, you may harvest all of your fields instead. Whoa, if I plant my second field, that is going to be super good. Alright, I'm out of workers, so I don't need to do anything for the winter action. So at the end of the year, we retrieve our workers. And we don't discard down to 7. I age my wine, so it's at 8, almost at the 9 that I need for this order. Don't have residual income yet, so I just go ahead and pick my next year. Let's keep drawing cards. So let's go to this year. Okay, so I'm in need of more vine cards so that I can build my harvest machine and start harvesting a lot of grapes. I'm in need of more order cards that I can fulfill once I get the grape production going. So we'll see how all this works out for us. Springtime now. Place or move stars is blocked again. I'm afraid to use my Grande worker super early again, because that didn't really work out for me last year. Build a structure. I have no money. That's a problem. How am I going to get money? I could give a tour to gain some money. Maybe I'd better do that. So what I'm going to do, give a tour to gain $2, but I'm going to spend one of my cows to gain this bonus, to gain 3 coins. Then I have something to use to either build my harvest machine or train another worker down the road here. And that'll be it for my springtime. So I get to draw either a summer or winter visitor card. I suppose I'll draw another summer visitor card. Advanced buyer, pay 2 coins to place a 1 value grape on your crush pad, or discard a grape to gain 2 coins and a victory point. Wish I had some grapes. Now it is summertime. Give, sell grapes, trade 1 for 1 is blocked, so this one's blocked. Now, I don't have any vine cards, that's a problem. Let's just back this up. Can I back it up? Yeah, whatever. We'll keep moving forward here. So I have nothing to plant. I could flip a property if I really want more money, but I don't think that's going to be helpful. I want to play. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to go here, gain a coin, and play a summer visitor. So my importer here is going to allow me to draw 3 winter visitor cards. 1, 2, 3. We have the benefactor, draw 1 vine card and 1 summer visitor. Reaper, harvest up to 3 fields. If you harvest 3 fields, gain 2 victory points. I don't have 3 fields to harvest, but whatever. Governor, choose up to 3 opponents to give you... Oh, no, I can't do that in the solo game, so let's draw a different one. Advanced Master Vintner, upgrade your cellar to the next level at a $2 discount. I can't do that. Or age wine and fill an order. So that'll be useful in the future. So that's a summer visitor. These are winter visitors. So let's try to keep those a bit separate. Okay. I have no cards to plant. Flip a property. Alright, so let's keep moving forward then. I get another winter visitor. The Oenologist. Upgrade your cellar to the next level in exchange for 3... that's totally useless to me. Except for in a potential future trade action. Alright, let's see what's blocked for fall. Make up to 2 wine tokens is blocked. Alright. That's cool. Let's harvest a field. So I can harvest up to 2 fields, but I only have 1 to harvest. I have now a 5 value white grape. And I have a 2 value red grape. If I want to spend a cow, I can gain an extra coin if I think that's going to be super necessary. The money is so tight. That's the issue I'm having here. I don't need this harvest machine quite yet, so I'll hold off on that for a minute. I have 2 more workers to use for the year. So one of them is definitely going to be used to train a worker, and the other one hopefully to play a couple of these. So I'll save those for the winter. So let's move on to the winter. I get to place a star, which actually is pretty cool because I can use it to either gain some more money or to draw a card. How much does it cost to build my harvest machine? 2 coins. think I'm going to draw a vine card. So I'll play here to draw a vine card. Merlot. Ooh, a 3-value red. That's not bad. And now it's winter time. The pay to train a worker space is blocked. Well, I have my grande worker. That's fine. Okay. Let's go here to gain a coin and play a blue card. Get my coin. The card I'm going to play is my benefactor to draw a vine card and a summer visitor card. So we have a Trebbiano, 2-value white, and the Swindler. Each opponent, no, can't do that one in a solo game. Advanced Contractor, choose to either gain a victory point, or choose 2 things: gain a victory point, build a structure, or plant a vine. That's cool. I like that one. Alright, I've got 1 worker remaining, and I wanted to train my final worker. So go here to pay, instead of 5, I pay 4 coins to train my Mafioso. 1, 2, 3, 4 coins. The Mafioso, when I place the Mafioso on a non-bonus action space, after I take the action, I may take the action again. It's a double action worker, which is great. Alright, end of year wrap up. Let's get our workers back. The years are going by quick and I'm not getting any orders filled. A little worrying. I think we need to really get some orders filled. So we age our grapes and our wines. Have no residual income still, which is kind of hurting me. And we have 3 years remaining. Ooh, I could get a coin. Yeah, let's do that one this year. Okay. Springtime. The star space is blocked again. And I don't want to use my grande worker this early. So let's just ignore that for now. Okay. What do I want to do? This year I want to plant some more vines for sure. I want to do some harvesting, some grape production, fill some orders. It's going to be a big year this year. So, do I need to draw more vine cards? I don't believe I do. Do I need to build my structure yet? I could wait till here to build it at a discount, hopefully. Or I could make the sure bet. Well, I don't have the money for it right now. However, let's not take chances. Let's go here, build a structure, spend a cow to get this bonus dollar. So that instead of spending 2 coins, I only need 1 for my harvest machine, which is all I have. Now, that gives me a victory point, and from now on, when I harvest a field, I can harvest all of my fields instead. That's huge. Okay, so that's it for springtime. Getting a coin again. Got $1. Let's see what's blocked for the summertime. The flip a property is blocked. So for the summertime, let's get a field planted. Let's plant 2 cards because I'm going on that space. Alright, so I have my trellis and my irrigation, so those are both legit to be planted. Now we got 2 fields going. Oh, did I have to discard cards? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I think I had 1 too many cards at the end of last turn. So let's get rid of that because I had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I had to discard 1 at the end of last turn that I did not do. So I planted Do I want to play any summer visitors? Yes. I think I do. Oh. You see, had I waited to build my structure with my yellow card, I would have been a little more efficient. However, my advanced buyer says pay 2 coins to place a grape or discard a grape to gain 2 coins and victory points. I think I'm going to do that. I think I need money and points. I hope I won't regret that. So let's go ahead and use my professor to go here. Gets me a coin. Always good. And my professor sends this worker back. And now I may discard a grape to gain 2 coins and a victory point. So let's discard my red grape to gain a victory point. Did I get a victory point and 2 coins? And you know, I should have gotten a victory point when I planted these for with my windmill. Did I give myself that or not? I don't think I did. Hope I'm not cheating again. All right. So now what? I have nothing to plant. Let's go on to fall. My wife's favorite season is the fall. Harvest, one field is blocked. Yeesh. Good job, I saved my grande worker. Because I have to harvest my fields. Since I have my harvest machine, I can harvest all of my fields. So, I get a 5 value white and a 2 value white. 2 and a 5. And reds, I get a 2 and a 3. Yes. Now, I definitely need some more order cards as well. So I'm going to go here to draw 2 order cards. Whoa, this one requires a whole bunch of white wines. This one requires a blush and a white. So, that's good. I got a whole bunch of white wines. That is good. Okay. I'm going to go here to make up to 3 wine tokens. To make 3 white wines. Value 6, 5, and 2. Yeah, that's going to be good. 6, 5, 2. And, let's see here. Yeah. I think that's it. I only have 1 worker remaining and I have to use it to fill orders. That space better not be blocked. I'm so nervous about that. Don't block the fill order space. Oh, no winter spaces are blocked. Whew. So my mafioso can go here. It's a non-bonus space, so the mafioso lets me fill 2 orders, which I can do. I can fill this one with my 9 value sparkling wine to gain 5 victory points and a residual income finally of 2. So that order is filled. And I can also fill this one with my 6 white, my 5 white, and my 2 white to gain 4 more points and another residual income. That makes me feel good. 2 years left. I'm finally on track of it, I think. Alright. That's all my workers. No more winter actions. So, workers back. Workers back. Now, I don't have more than 7 cards. Checking this time. I do have residual income of 3. Woo-hoo. Actually, I have a little bit of money. and aging my grapes and wines. And then choose my second last year. Oh dear. Okay. Let's see what we can do in these final 2 years. Springtime. That's blocked for me in the spring. This is blocked. And build a structure is blocked. That's fine. That is fine. I do need the star space because I need to keep working on that. So let's go here. I might consider using a cow to place 2 stars. It's probably worthwhile doing. Where do I want to go? I probably could use 2 order cards actually. Yeah, let's place them both here so I can get 2 order cards. So we need a red, a white, and a blush for that one. I need just a basic red and white for that one. That would be an easy one to fulfill. All right. That's it for the springtime. Let's move on to summer. Gets me a victory point. 15. I need a lot of points still. Okay. Summer. Play yellow cards is blocked. Play summer visitors. I don't necessarily need to play that summer visitor super urgently. It'd just give me a victory point if I did. I don't have anything to plant. I'm not necessarily looking to trade for anything, I don't think. Flip a property. I don't need a property available again. I don't think I'm doing anything in the summer. But I still have 5 workers remaining, so what am I doing with all those workers? Hopefully I'll be harvesting fields, making wine, and filling orders, which will take quite a few actions. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the fall. Again, a winter visitor. The Queen's visiting my vineyard. Give each other player a card from your hand. I can't do that with a solo. Exporter. Choose 1. Make up to 2 wines. Fill 1 wine order or discard a grape to gain 2 points. Well, that's pretty good. Alright, so we're in the fall now. Did I flip one for the fall? No. Alright, no fall spaces are blocked, so let's do our thing. Let's harvest my fields. So here's my whites, a value 5, a value 2, my reds, a value 2 and a value 3. The 3 is blocked, so it's going to be a 2 and a 1. I wonder if I forgot to age those at the end of last year. Oh well. Let's see. I might have forgotten. Okay, harvest. Let's make some wines. Let's use the professor to make some wines so that I can get my other worker back. I can make up to 3 bottles of wine. Which orders do I want to look at filling this year? 5 blush, 2. I might be able to do the good order here. I think I could actually. A 2 red. I totally could. I mean 2 white. So for my 3 bottles of wine, I could do a 5 blush by spending a 5 and a 1. A red and a white makes a blush. Gives me a 6 value blush altogether. My 2 white gives me a 2 white wine. And my 2 red gives me a 2 red wine, so I can fill that order. That's awesome. Okay. I'll get that one done for sure. And now, even though I cleared my harvest to field action, I can't go back and harvest the same fields that I've already harvested this year. That just doesn't make sense. Not that aging grapes and other things make sense, but I can't re-harvest a field in the same year. I could draw some more order cards. Or build a structure. The tasting room is a way to get some extra points going. It might be worthwhile to spend 5 coins on that because I don't think I need my coins at this point for anything else. And I have some workers left, so why don't I go ahead and spend 5 on a tasting room. Which means now when I do a vineyard tour action, I gain a victory point once per year. Alright, can eke out a couple points with that maybe. I think that's it for fall action. So in the winter I get to age my grapes. And let's see what's blocked. Play blues and fill orders. The 2 things I wanted to do. Oh no. Play winter visitors, fill orders, or block. Okay. Dang. Well, my grande worker is definitely going to be used for the fill worker space so that I can fill this one. Got a 6 blush, a 2 white, and a 2 red. And it gives me 5 points and 2 more residual income. That's great. And now I can't even, let's see. I have kind of a, oh, I wish I could make more wine. Dang. Shoot, where are those? That's a give a tour space. Is there another give a tour space somewhere? No. I don't have more workers to train. I don't have any wine to sell. Oh, what a waste. Might have to just go here to gain coins or structure cards. That's too bad that blue space is blocked. Well, what can we do? My mafioso is going here. I guess to take that action twice. I can draw 2 structures or gain some coins. I don't think there's really a lot that I need money for at this point, to be honest with you. So let's get 2 structures with that one, just to see what I get. A dock, which lets me draw extra order cards, and a statue, which gives me victory points. It costs 9. Oh, damn. All right. Oh boy, that's a lot. Now I want money. So that's my final worker. Where did it go? We're going here to gain a coin. Okay, that's it for winter. How many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got to get rid of 1 card. Yeah, get rid of the dock. I'm not going to end up using that. Let's get our workers back. Last year, get my 5 residual income. Ooh, that gets me up to 8 coins. Yes, okay, I've got some ideas for this springtime, but let's finish this up. First, age my grapes, and then move on to the final year. It's the final countdown. All right, springtime. Draw cards. I don't care about that. That's fine. what I want to do is give a tour, because with my tasting room that gives me a victory point. Oop. And it gets me $2. And I need to get my last star on the board, so let's send my professor over here to send this worker back. Oh, I have ideas. So place my final star on the board here to gain a coin. And now that I've freed up to build a structure action, I can go back here to do it again to get another point and another 2 coins. Another point, another 2 coins. And that's it for my summertime. I gotta shuffle up the deck. Here's what's weird to me. The solo game is played over 7 years. With 4 seasons in each year, you need 28 cards. But there are only, I think, 24 cards in the deck, so you're like 1 year short when you play a solo game. With 4 more cards, you wouldn't have to shuffle the deck, I would think. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, yeah. I don't know why they didn't put 4 more cards in for that last year of the solo game. Alright, so I'm not getting any bonuses this year, but that's fine. Summertime. Flip a properties block. No problem. I'm not doing that anyways. Alright. What am I doing? Oh, I forgot to build my structure. Hold on. Hold up. Before I carry on, I needed to go here to build my structure, my $9 statue. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, let's pretend I did that before the fall started. I mean the summer started. That gives me a victory point. And it's going to give me a victory point at... Oh, I don't know if we get residuals at the end of the final year. Oh well. I'll just rule in my favor again. Let's see here. Now we're actually trying to do the fall, so I don't need to plant anything. Do I want to play my summer? Yeah, I do. I hope I'm not going to run out of workers. That'd be awkward. Oh, jeez. What's the plan here? I definitely need to plant, harvest, fill orders, which is my last 3 workers. So I can't play any of these cool little cards that I have, because I don't have enough workers to do so. So let's carry on to the fall. Whatever. Nothing blocked in the fall, so let's do our thing. Let's... Oh, wait. My professor has already been played. Right. Never mind. Okay, so let's harvest a field. Harvest fields. So here's my white grapes, a 5 and a 2. Here's my red grapes, a 3 and a 2. And that's it for harvesting. Let's make wines. Now I need my mafioso. I'm not going to use the bonus so that I can take this action twice. So I'm going to make up to 4 wine tokens. Which order am I going to? I'm going to try to fill this order. I can do it, I'm pretty sure. So I need a 4 value blush. That's super easy. Just my 2 red and 2 white will make a blush. Okay, that's 1 wine of my 4. I also need a 4 white, so that's going to be this one, a 5 white. That's 2 wines made. And then I guess I'm just making 3 bottles of red wine with these ones. A 653. Okay. All right. That's all I got there. Winter. Sell a wine token. Oh, I wanted to go there, but I have my... I don't have enough workers. Oh, yeah. What I was wanting to do was fill an order and sell a bottle of wine for some bonus point, a bonus point. But as I only have 1 worker remaining, I'm just going to be filling my order. And I'm going to spend a cow. Oh, I'm going to have a couple of unused cows. That's wasteful. To gain that victory point. So there's a bonus point here. And I'm filling this order here with my 4 blush and 5 white in order to gain 4 victory points and a coin. No, a residual income. I'm already maxed out on residual, so that doesn't matter. Those wasted cows are bothering me. I could have done 2 more bonuses, but whatever. I think that's all I've got, right? I don't have workers remaining, and the year's over. I'm going to pretend that we do our residual stuff anyways. I'm not sure if you do it on the last turn or not, but let's collect my 5 income. Let's give myself my residual victory point from the statue I made. And yeah, let's do our final tally. See if I've held on here enough to gain the lead over Mort. So these cancel these, so no one gets those 2 victory points. These cancel these, so no one gets those 2. That cancels this, no one gets that 1 point. This cancels this, so no one gets that 1 point. So Mort is going to gain 2, 4, 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've just lost by 1 victory point. Well, there you have it. Mort wins again. That was Viticulture with the Tuscany expansion. Thanks for watching. Hi, it's Josh here. Just wanting to thank you for watching my video. If you want to support what I'm doing, it'd be awesome if you give me a like, a subscribe, and if you share this video with one other gamer in your life. Cheers. And eventually, cheers. A little tart. With several very successful board games. And if you are a creator or an artist and you're looking into the option of and if you're a creator or an artist and you want to and if you're a creator or an artist and you are even considering crowdfunding something, in any case, I'm pretty sure that both the... So I'm not going to do any summer actions. We're going to go... Oh, I forgot. Right at the beginning, I was supposed to... I totally forgot. Let's back that up. Back it all up. Okay. Whoops. Wait, I wanted to flip a property for cash too. Let's back this right up again. Jeez Louise. And it's not something you can just bang off in turn one. Oh my gosh. Oh shoot.